Nittany Lion Roar with Extreme Panda here, and Knights of Avalon is up, so I'm going to do an event video. I already did one video showing you how I prepared for this event, so this video is going to show you how I actually try to compete in the event. And one of the important things of preparing for it was making sure I had the battle items ready. Another really important thing was saving up the world energy flasks. So you can see I have 20 here. The first time I run through this, you're going to see that I'm just kind of taking my time with it. I just want to complete it first. If I happen to get a stage where stage 1 I'm under 30 seconds, then I'll unload my battle items and try and get a really high score. But it's very possible I could run through the entire 10 stages and not get that. So that's why it's important to have 20 world energy flasks, because you're going to need a lot of world energy to try and get a stage 1 under 30 seconds. This event is really challenging to create a team for, because there's a lot of opposing colors, like when you have blue, green, and red opposing monsters, then you want to overload on one color, but it's going to be weak to another color and things like that. So I think I have 2 primary teams in mind I'm going to use, and it really depends on which stage I'm doing here. So I think on this first one there's a lot of green, so I think I'm going to focus on bringing red heroes. So I've got a pretty nice red team I can use, and I've already got that set up here. I'm going to bring Tubertus. Basically what I've done with this team is Bold Tusk buffs my attack, Tubertus debuffs their defense, Guardian Falcon stacks and debuffs their defense further for red, and then you have Gravemaker and Scarlet, who just has a ridiculously high attack stat. And tile damage is what's so important in these events, not necessarily the special that they have, although that's nice too. Because on the other team that I build, you'll see that I have 2 greens. I want to try and control their mana, so I'm going to bring Hansel along in another one. Now, one thing I'm going to try this event, I really don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'm going to tell you my theory on it, and that is I'm not bringing Wukong, and I've advocated for bringing Wukong in these. I'm not bringing him simply because in the last event I started with Wukong, and one thing I discovered was that I would get to that final stage with the bosses, and Wukong's ability of making my heroes miss was causing some problems. And I was killing the opposing bosses so fast anyway, it didn't even matter. The high tile damage just didn't even matter all that much. So I really don't want to miss. I just want to go fast. I don't want to miss. So I'm not going to bring Wukong. So this is the team I'm going to try for stage 1. Again, I'm only unloading these battle items, which are axes, bombs, dragon attacks, and tornadoes, if I'm under 30 seconds in stage 1. You can see I've very carefully selected troops for my heroes too. Since Scarlet has weak defense, I've given her a troop that buffs her defense quite a bit and her health. And because Gravemaker has very fast mana, I've given him the mana troop, and so on and so on. So you just want to make sure you're mindful of that too. Alright, here goes. And one of the challenges here is going to be trying to clear away really bad tiles. So in order to get this in under 30 seconds, it's such a challenge because a lot of the bad tiles aren't causing any damage. And the only way to get rid of bad tiles effectively is just to, and to be able to kill them, is just to cause huge cascades. You see, I'm not going to make it under 30 seconds in this round 1, so I'm not even going to go fast. I'm going to go and just try and make sure that I kill these guys. But this is not going to be a speed round. So since I'm not trying to go fast, I'm just going to take my time and make sure that... Why does it seem like my purple is not even dealing damage? That seems strange to me. This is another key when you're doing these events, especially if you're just trying to complete them, is to make sure you charge up your heroes before you advance on. Since I'm going really fast too, you're probably going to see me make so many mistakes because I'm just trying to think fast, and I'm gonna miss diamonds where I'm trying to make diamonds and stuff like that, and it's just inevitable. And that's why you need so much world energy, because you're only human. You're not gonna see the diamond every time. All right. So that's stage 1, not a speed round. I'm gonna have to come back and work on this one later. Now for stage 2, we have a lot of purple. I might actually want to bring a yellow heavy team. Maybe I want to do yellow and green. Let's put together a yellow and green team. Which is gonna be a little interesting because I don't know if I have very good attacking heroes. Again, Delilah has really high tile damage, so I'm bringing her. You don't really think of her as an event hero, though, but she has high tile damage, so that's what I want. I want to bring Hansel. He's good at controlling mana. Okay, so Delilah's going to be my healer. I'll just put her down there. Where is my Guardian Jackal? I keep missing him. Okay. I know what I want. I think I want to bring a Grim along too. He's got really high tile damage, but he's gonna debuff their defense really well. So I want him. Leona and then Hansel. Hansel will help control mana. Okay, and let me tell you why I'm putting these in a specific order. I wish I had an attack buff here. Like Bold Tusk. So, order on offense doesn't really matter, but let me tell you why I'm putting them in a specific order. I like to put my attack buffs on the far left, and then my defense debuff, and then any more additional stacking defense debuffs after that, and then the high attacks on the far right. The reason I do it that way is so I don't have to think about it when I fire them off. I just fire them from left to right, and it's dealing the most optimal damage that way, and I'm just moving quickly. Okay, so this is okay. I want to make sure the mana troop is on Guardian Jackal. I'm gonna give it a crit troop to Hansel. I'm actually tempted to get rid of the yellow, just because I want to have an attack buff like Curl or Bold Tusk. And if I do that, that just completely changes what I'm doing here. But there's a lot of purple in this level, so that kind of acts as an attack buff as well. So I'm just going to go with this. There we go. That's great. Even these off-color diamonds, really good. Keep shaping diamonds. That one went off by itself. I don't even have to do anything. Okay. Now, when I have snipers like this, I go for the ends because that's harder to get tiles that work there. So I did not make it under 30 seconds, so I'm not even going to try. Now I'm just going to charge up. See, that's kind of disappointing because that board was really, really nice, but it wasn't fast enough. And that could be my gameplay too. But that's why you need so much world energy, because I'm going to make lots of mistakes. And so uh, having so much of the world energy helps take care of some of the mistakes that are inevitable. I'm just not going to see things like some diamonds that I could shape. I still continue practicing trying to make diamonds and things even when I know I'm not going to go for it, because it's good practice for the future runs. You kind of have to get in a rhythm with this. You kind of have to feel it out. There's one. Because it's going to become muscle memory at some point. Then you're just like making them naturally. A little worried about my Grim here. Okay, now at the end, I'm not just sniping the end heroes because the boss is kind of difficult to take down sometimes. Come on, die. Oh, so close. Alright, well, that worked. Okay. Hansel, Liana. That should kill it. Alright. Next stage, we're going to have blue, green. Blue is an important color, so I don't want to bring my red team. Looks like green and purple is going to be important here. Let's do a green and purple team. Okay. I will bring Bold Tusk. I'll bring 2 Tubertus. You know, I could bring a Caedmon along in these two. There is a lot of blue in this one. And that was very tempting to bring Caedmon. But the boss is Gwen. She's really annoying. So I'd love to have double purple for that. Now I'm thinking about whether I want to bring Bold Tusk or Curel. I think when there's any question, I just bring Bold Tusk because he has a higher attack stat, and that's ultimately what's important. I don't really care about the defense buff, and I don't really care about the healing. My only question is 2 Tubertus or trade one of these Tubertus out for Caedmon. 635, 637, 1128. Tubertus has a higher attack stat. I think we just go with him. Let's just do this. I can already feel this is not going to be a fast one. Oh my goodness. It's like painfully slow. Alright. 45 seconds, so again, not a speed round. I'm just trying to charge up that last spurt. I guess it's not a big deal, but there we go. It really seems like my purple tiles are not dealing damage. I don't know what's up with that. So when you're playing in these events, it's really important to, if you're just trying to complete it, to get rid of 2 of the monsters on each stage as fast as you can, because they deal a lot of damage. So if you can get rid of 2, you can manage your life pretty well. You know, you just charge up your healer and stay alive. Staying alive's gonna be really important, of course, as is the case with most games you play. Alright, die, Gwyn, die. What's nice about having Hansel is I can try to unload a lot of tiles into her while his mana thing is up. Oh no, it went away though. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be super annoying. I might actually run into problems beating this one. I did not set my team up to win a situation like this. I set it up to go fast, because if I unloaded my battle items here, this would have been over already. But because I'm not using my battle items, well, here's a good situation. Because I'm not using my battle items, oh my gosh, it seems like the tiles sometimes are just doing no damage. That doesn't seem right. I'm gonna watch this video again and see if the tiles are even doing damage. It's ridiculous. Finally, she died. I'm like barely escaping this one. Whew. Gwyn's annoying. I definitely have to redo that one. Okay. On to stage 4, I guess. Heavy green would be good here. Green and red, probably. You could try this. Put the mana troop on. That looks good. Alright. Nice. Good way to start. Another good situation there. This one feels really good. I might actually go for this one. We'll see. Went too long. So no, not going for this one. But I decided too late, so now I'm not charged up for this level, so I'm going to have to be really careful. Man, these boards were great though. It's just too bad that it wasn't fast enough. This is going to be a good score without using battle items. 5, we've got purple, so we got a lot of green. There's good color here. Yeah, I think we just run that same team. Let's do it. Man, I still feel terrible about that last one. Nice. The cool thing about making connections like that is that I might actually go for this one, we'll see. Yep, we're going for it. We're going for it. All right. So that's how you do a speed round. So 66,000. I hope that's good enough. All right. Well, it took me up to stage 5 before I got a good board, a board good enough anyway to do a speed round. But that's what I'm gonna do. I have enough battle items to hit one with a speed round every time. So on every stage I can do a speed round, and I can redo some of the levels once. So I've really only got 1 or maybe 2 shots at each stage with the battle items that I have, but that's basically how I'm going to do it. Actually, you know, thinking about that 59,000 score is actually pretty high for not using battle items. Maybe I should have gone for that one. Because let me tell you one more thing before I end this video, and that is that speed actually isn't everything in calculating your score. Did you notice we had a lot of good combos on that stage 4? Sometimes you're going to notice that you actually beat a stage faster than you had before and you get a lower score, and that would probably be why, is your combos. If you get a lot of good combos, that's actually going to boost your score a bit. So I'm going to end the video with that because that's how I'm basically going to run it. I'm going to go back later and use World Energy Flasks and just keep redoing stages. I might even just because I don't have unlimited time on some of the stages, if I don't make it in 30 seconds, I might just quit and restart it. I don't really care about the rewards at the end or the experience or anything like that. I'm just worried about getting high scores. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and good luck in your event.